Welcome back to my channel. This is Big. I'm a business owner, a public speaker and a mum of 2 teenagers. Today we're going to talk about what you need to do to start a business. And I'm back in my car filming again because I find that the audio is really good here. There's not many loud background outside noises, so you just get a better quality audio, but unfortunately not a fantastic background because it's the back of my car. This is after you've got a business idea and you've got it worked out and you know what you're doing or what you're selling. Then the first thing is to register a business name. So that could be a little bit hard. Once you come up with a name that you are happy with, make sure that it's not taken by someone else. So you go to the business name registration website. So you can just Google that and just register a business name, and it usually tells you whether the business name is taken or not, and that would then let you know before you start doing any marketing collaterals or business cards. And probably this point number 2 is something that you should do side by side with point number 1, is to see if the handle on Instagram and Facebook is taken. So it can be a little bit annoying if you had a different handle. So for example, my daughter's business is called Vagabonds Vintage, and that was fine for Instagram, but then for Facebook it was already taken, so then we had to call it Vagabonds Vintage Vlog. You don't want to have a business name, an Instagram page, a Facebook page, and then whatever other socials you need, a website, with all variations of the same name, because it's nice to just have one name. So like my business is called Sketchmill, Instagram is called Sketchmill, Facebook is Sketchmill, website is www.sketchmill. There's no underscore or anything like that. It just is not as clean. Okay, number 3 is you need to register ABN. So you just go to the tax ATO government website and you just register an ABN, because that would then allow you to work out your invoices and your taxable receipt. Really easy things to do. Number 4 is to start a bank account. So then you can separate all of your personal financials to your business financials, especially if you have a business partner. You can put both your names on the business account, and then you can have both access to the business account. It also separates your expenditures and your income payments. You can go directly into your business account. 5 is to log all your expenses and invoices and payments. You could use programs like QuickBooks or what was the other one called? If you are good at Excel and you're not running a huge business, and you could do all your invoices on Excel, and you could record your budget, loss, cash flow diagrams, all that stuff. Obviously all the other programs are much better because it has everything inbuilt, but if you don't want to go out and spend too much money on a program just yet, just start on Excel. Number 6 is to register a business email, because it just sounds more professional. You can just register a Gmail account or a Hotmail account, like Sketchmill at Gmail, Sketchmill at Hotmail. I mean, I've got a website, so mine is hello at Sketchmill. It just makes it look a bit more formal. Number 7 is a marketing channel. So you start up your Instagram, and you should have done this months before anyway, but it's not too late now. The earlier you drum up the marketing, the earlier you get the followers, because that takes time, especially in this time, because everything is so oversaturated. It is good just to get that pre-marketing campaign happening before you even start your business. Then the sales channel. So it depends on what you're selling. If you're in a craft business, you could sell things on Hard to Find or Etsy or even eBay or Gumtree, whatever, to get your work out there. Probably try start with something like that first before you launch into, say, a Shopify. I mean, I use Shopify, but there are other platforms out there that are really easy to use, that are template based, and you can just drop and drag your products in. If you're just starting and you just have a handful of products, a handful of options, then you know, you could try Etsy. Big platforms like Etsy and Hard to Find, you do get the advantage is that you get traffic through it, but the disadvantage is that you're competing against so many other products on the platform itself. Some people start with markets, friends and families, selling from home, just to get that first. But you know, if you are doing that, or some people can even sell off Instagram. I have a website, but I would say that say 40 or 50% of my sales come from my socials. So if I put an image up or a print up, I get then through response, through DM or comments to say, I want one of those, how can I buy one of those? Number 9 is to use your immediate connection. I know it's really hard to ask friends and family for support or over and over again, but they're there and they will support you, and it's a good start. So start launching it with your friends and family. Eventually, I feel that, you know, when the public buys my things, I feel a little bit more validated because they are not buying it for personal reasons, because they want to support me, which is I'm really, really grateful for. But it's kind of nice to know that people buy my products because they love it. It's just a really good validation. The last point, the 10th point, is probably the most important point. Like, if you want to start something, a business, then you've got to start. You've got to start it. Whether it be, you know, a product business, or whether it be a service business or a coaching business or even a YouTube channel like this. The most important thing is to start. A lot of people hesitate starting the business because they find hurdles waiting for something to happen, like an event, or want to get a new camera, just waiting for my website to be ready. There's so many excuses that you can make. The reality is that you could start something without much. It's a better way to just start and work out then what you need. So let's say, for example, you want to start a YouTube channel. Well, you've got a phone. Everyone has a phone. Just start recording on your phone. And maybe the audio and the visual may not be fantastic, but then you can work that out. You don't know what you don't know until you actually start and learn and grow. So if there's anything from those 10 points that you can take with you, I would say the last point is the most important point, and that is to just start. I hope that helps. Thanks so much for listening. If you're new here, please subscribe to my channel as we're trying to grow the community, and it would mean so much to me to get your support by subscribing. Comments are gold, because they are a form of engagement. I can communicate with you, I can get to know you. Give me a thumbs up to know that you've seen this video. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.